Hi, love. Welcome back to Catalyst Conversations. Wherever you are right now, sitting at your desk, driving, folding laundry, lying in bed, I want you to take a moment to just arrive, okay? Not physically, energetically, emotionally, mentally, okay? Let everything inside you pause for just a breath, not to fix anything, not to figure anything out, just to be with yourself as you are. Because today's conversation is one many people avoid, not because it's dramatic, but because it's honest. We're talking about soul-aligned success, what it feels like, what it doesn't feel like, and why so many brilliant, powerful leaders burn out quietly while appearing completely put together on the outside, right? This is a soft episode, a slow episode, an episode that might land in your chest in places you haven't spoken out loud yet. So let's go gently, okay? There's a version of success the world celebrates, the kind that looks shiny, impressive, the kind with metrics and milestones and wow, you're doing so well energy. And then there's the version of success your soul recognizes, the one that feels like truth, like an exhale, the one that feels expensive in the best way, expansive, not costly. Okay. For so many leaders, especially heart-led, intuitive, sensitive leaders, these two versions of success don't always line up, right? On paper, everything looks right. The business is doing fine. You're meeting your goals. You're checking inboxes. You're growing. But inside, you're tired. You're drained. You're unfulfilled. You're disconnected from yourself. You're running on pressure instead of passion. You're performing the role of a successful person without feeling like one. Okay. And this is the part nobody talks about. Success that isn't aligned with your soul feels like failure, even when everybody else thinks you're winning. Okay. It's not drama. It's not self-sabotage. It's your inner intelligence trying to protect you from a life that looks good but feels wrong. Okay. Your soul always knows before your mind does. Let's slow down and talk about what alignment actually means. Not the Instagram version, not the spiritual buzzword version, but the lived human version. Okay. Alignment is the feeling of being fully present in your own life, of being able to breathe in your decisions, of choosing with clarity instead of fear, moving at a pace your body can hold, building things you actually want, and honoring the quiet truth inside you, and living in a way that doesn't require self-abandonment. Alignment is not positive vibes only. Okay. It's not perfection. It's not certainty. It's not being happy every single moment. Alignment is honesty. Honesty about what drains you, honesty about what lights you up, honesty about what you're tolerating, and honesty about what you've outgrown. Honesty about the life you want but haven't given yourself permission to claim yet. Alignment is very rarely comfortable and it's always clean. Okay. And soul aligned success, it's the kind of success that doesn't require you to trade pieces of yourself to achieve it. Okay. One of the deepest truths that I've learned, both in my own journey and from walking alongside so many leaders, is this. Your body will tell the truth long before your mouth does. Okay. When you're misaligned, you feel it somatically. right? You feel the heaviness, the tightness, the dread, the anxiety that doesn't make sense, the exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix, the irritability over tiny things, the numbness, the sense of, I don't want to do this anymore, even if you chose it, right? Your body isn't dramatic, it's honest, right? And for many catalysts, especially the ones who have carried a lot, survived a lot, or been the strong one for a long time, the body has been saying, I'm tired for years. And your mind has been saying, just push a little more, just one more season, just get through this launch, just handle this crisis, just hold everyone together. After this next thing, I'll take a break. But after this next thing becomes your whole life. Okay. Burnout isn't about weakness. It's about misalignment. It's about caring too much alone. It's about trying to be powered by obligation instead of desire. Okay. And here's the soft truth. Your soul won't let you stay misaligned forever. At some point, something breaks open through a whisper or a breakdown or a breakthrough or a quiet moment of, I can't do this anymore. And that moment, as painful as it can feel, is a moment of liberation. Okay. Let's talk about something gentle and beautiful. The three energetic archetypes you carry, dragon, unicorn, and mermaid, through the lens of alignment and burnout. Okay. In alignment, the dragon is focused, sovereign, decisive. Their clarity is a gift. People trust them because their presence is stable and grounded. In misalignment, the dragon becomes over responsible, controlling, rigid, carrying everyone's weight, and burned out from being the strong one. The dragon burns themselves to keep everyone else warm. Okay. The unicorn in alignment sees possibility, beauty, hope. They inspire others through vision and authenticity. In misalignment, the unicorn becomes overwhelmed, inconsistent, avoidant, scattered, and pressured by the weight of their own ideas. The unicorn drowns in their brilliance. Okay. And finally, the mermaid in alignment is intuitive, emotionally attuned, deeply connected. They lead through truth and empathy. And in misalignment, the mermaid becomes drained, hyper responsible for others' emotions, boundaryless, disconnected from their own needs, and lost in emotional labor. Right? The mermaid forgets that they're allowed to come up for air. Right? And none of these are flaws. They're signs, they're signals, they're invitations back to yourself. Okay? Falling out of alignment, it doesn't happen all at once. It happens in micro moments. Saying yes when you mean no, shrinking your voice, overgiving, ignoring that heaviness in your chest, pushing through your intuition, making decisions from fear, avoiding the truth because it would require change, being productive instead of present, performing a version of yourself that you don't feel anymore. Every small misalignment, it compounds, right? But here's the softest part. You can come back into alignment in micro moments too. Okay. Alignment isn't a destination, it's a returning, a remembering, a homecoming. Okay. So before we close, I want to give you something soft and simple. Okay. Ask yourself one honest question. What part of me needs attention right now? Okay. Not discipline, not motivation, not pressure. Attention. Because attention is love, and love brings you back to yourself. Okay, so if you're feeling the tug of misalignment, if something in you has been whispering for a while now, if you're ready to reconnect to the version of you that feels like home, the one beneath the burnout, beneath the responsibility, beneath that armor, you're welcome to book a call with me at talkwithdesi.com. No agenda, no pressure, just space for you. Okay. Take care of your soul, and I'll see you in the next conversation.